To understand why this story has the entire NFL world buzzing, you've got to understand who Shedeur Sanders is. Not just Deion Sanders' son, but a certified quarterback prospect in his own right. Shedeur played 2 years at Jackson State, putting up video game numbers, 70 touchdowns, just 14 picks, and over 6,900 yards. Then he followed his father to Colorado, and that's where things exploded. Shedeur threw for over 3,200 yards in 2023 behind the worst offensive line in college football. He was getting sacked more than any quarterback in the country, and still dropped dimes, still showed poise, still proved he belonged. The hype before the draft. Let's rewind to late 2024. Some mock drafts had Shedeur Sanders going in the top 10. ESPN's Mel Kiper said he had first-round traits. Bleacher Report ranked him quarterback 3, behind only Carson Beck and Quinn Ewers. Teams in need of a quarterback, like the Raiders, the Broncos, the Giants, they were all rumored to be interested. He had name value, charisma, and tape that proved he could take hits and keep going. Behind the scenes, whispers started to emerge. NFL scouts began to sour, and not for the reasons you'd expect. The slide. What really happened? This is where it gets ugly. NFL teams didn't just pass on Shedeur because of arm talent or decision making. They started questioning everything. Reports emerged that Deion Sanders didn't want Shedeur playing for just any team, that he'd only come out if a franchise treated him like a king. There were concerns about coach control. Teams thought Deion would interfere. Some execs reportedly called Shedeur entitled, overexposed, or not NFL ready from a maturity standpoint. Translation, they didn't like the flash, the sunglasses, the watch flexes, the media machine around him. But let's be honest, that's not new. We've seen this before with Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson, even Jalen Hurts. And here's the thing, Shedeur didn't bomb the combine. He didn't get arrested. He didn't have a career-ending injury. He just fell the backlash. By round 4, social media was livid. Malik Neighbors, the Giants' first-round pick, called out the NFL directly, saying it was disrespectful to let Shedeur fall that far. Even Deion, quiet through most of the process, broke his silence on day 3 of the draft with a tweet that read, "You'll see, and when you see, I'll be waiting." Fit with the Cleveland Browns. Now here's where things get spicy. The Cleveland Browns might have just pulled off the steal of the draft. Why? Deshaun Watson, their $230 million quarterback, has been inconsistent and injured. The fan base is restless, and the front office just drafted a quarterback with massive upside for pennies. Kevin Stefanski's offense relies on rhythm, accuracy, and guts. All things Shedeur has. He'll likely sit in year 1, but if Watson slips up, don't be shocked if Shedeur is starting by Thanksgiving. And with that chip on his shoulder, this could get real interesting. Cultural commentary. Let's talk about the bigger picture. Shedeur's fall reminds us that the NFL is still uncomfortable with certain players who don't fit the mold. That mold, quiet, humble, grateful, marketable, but not too flashy. But Shedeur isn't here to fit molds. He's here to break them. He came from an HBCU. He rocked his dad's chain. He turned Boulder, Colorado into a media circus and brought eyes to college football like no one else in 2023. The comeback arc. But here's the beautiful part. Shedeur's story isn't over. This fall, it's just part of the arc. Every great quarterback has one. Tom Brady was pick 199. Lamar Jackson went 32nd. Even Aaron Rodgers sat in the green room for hours. Now, Shedeur gets to do it his way. He has the mentor, he has the motivation, and if he balls out in Cleveland, if he silences the doubters, he won't just prove them wrong, he'll make them regret it. This draft was supposed to be Shedeur's coronation. Instead, it was a gut punch, but don't mistake that pain for weakness. This kid's been fighting for respect his whole career, and now he's got a bigger stage than ever before. From the son of Prime to the future of Cleveland, the NFL may have just made a huge mistake, and we'll all be watching to see what Shedeur does next.